Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Bread Mower.
And this is IFXtra. So, how was your week? We've had a very busy week and a very rainy, stormy one as well, haven't we? It's snowed, it's galed, it's like rained a lot.
Yeah,
Got
I've been
floods
sneezing
everywhere.
and coughing
Yeah.
all the time.
Don't worry, it's not the coronavirus.
No. It's getting closer though.
I know, not just down the road. Well, across the county maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it could be that maybe they'll ban all like gatherings. So maybe the theatre will shut, who knows?
Yeah. They're talking about cancelling GDC.
Oh my goodness.
Like the yearly game dev conference
Where's that?
San Francisco.
Oh, San Fran. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of fuss about that at the minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of sensible, but basically the company that's running it, that's loaded, isn't giving anyone refunds. And so, like, all these people have put down lots of money to go.
Costs a lot of money, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we'd like to go one year, wouldn't we? But
well, I don't know. Everyone's saying don't go. It's just encouraging this kind of business.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know. So everyone might have to self-isolate soon if you've been in contact with anyone. So what a good idea to do some drawing. If you're stuck at home for 2 weeks.
Okay, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah. If you're stuck in the house for 2 weeks, what would you do? Lots of drawing.
This is true.
Do some quizzes.
Yeah, you know what else you could do? You could watch some streams.
You could.
You could watch Interference and Chill, which is on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Ferret was doing it this time. I didn't really get to catch much of it. I only saw a little bit, but yeah, it was all live and interactive. She was drawing some stuff. The audience were voting on what they wanted to see her draw and messing about with the palette and things like that, and generally having a good time.
Yeah,
I think Witch Dog was involved, as tends to be the case. Yeah, if you ever want to catch a replay of any of our streams, they are normally up on the channel for 2 weeks after they've happened. So if you go to mixer.com/interference, you can watch Wednesday's show.
Okay.
You can, of course, watch back episodes of Zeitgeist, the Interference Quiz of the Week, which we run every Sunday at 7 p.m. UK
More of that
time.
later.
We'll talk about that more later on.
Absolutely. Have you done any updates or anything this week? Or what have you been working on?
Yeah, I've been doing some bits and pieces, although being slightly sidetracked by one, being ill, and two, then getting better, and then twisting my back, getting into the car because I'm rubbish. So yeah, a little bit of discomfort at the moment, so haven't really managed to get a great deal done.
Okay.
We'll be back on the case like next week. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. One other thing is there has been all of this stuff happening on Discord. If you're on our Discord or you're going to join our Discord to chat, Discord itself has had this massive influx of trolls the last few days.
Russia or something?
I don't know, it's bots or something. But Ferret, Amber, and Crow have been really good at trying to fend them off. Yeah, they've been sort of much like coronavirus, isolating people as they come in and checking whether they're a real person or not.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all under control now. Apparently, Discord themselves have put in some anti-troll stuff, so we're all on the case. But if you would like to join us for a chat, playinterference.com/discord.
Cool. Okay, now it's time to see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Meanie Miney for The Pirate and Bonnie Eating Toast and Practicing Ballet. For one thing, I absolutely love pirates, and especially I love the story of Anne Bonny, and she just looks so stylish on this. I love it. Well done, Meanie Miney.
My favourite description this week was Kermit loses his marbles, both figuratively and literally, by Very Normal Human. Now, a lot of the time you see people figuratively using the word literally when they literally mean figuratively, but this description definitely gets it right. Nice work, Very Normal Human.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Epic Eyebrows for The Hitcher. This is a very menacing picture and almost identical representation of the original poster. That's amazing, Epic Eyebrows. Well done. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Cool. Now we're going to see what we were talking about last week in the forums. So, last week you were asking, what's normal to you but weird to others? How did that come about?
Well, talking about Discord, we ended up having this discussion about pizza. Ferret posted a picture of some pizza that had sweet corn on, and sweet corn on pizza.
That's normal for us.
That's a thing, like ham and sweet corn pizza, tuna and sweet corn pizza. Yeah. Turns out everyone outside of the US thought we were outside of the UK,
UK.
thought we were crazy. It's like in the US, they don't have that.
No, they have other things, though, don't they?
Yeah,
In fact, everyone's Domino's menu is different.
Exactly. So Crow posted a copy, some details of the Domino's menu from Belgium. So I then put up a comparison. We have things like sour cream and paprika dressing. We got sweet corn, obviously. All of these other odds and ends of things that they don't have. But then on Crow's Domino's list, there was stuff like gorgonzola. There were like 4 kinds of cheese.
Yeah. And honey.
Honey?
Honey, I've never heard of anyone putting honey on pizza. That's
Meatballs on a pizza. I mean, that's kind of cool. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. And in the US, you can get banana peppers, which I misread as bananas to start with. Anyway, so
I'd go for that.
Well, that's what I said. So we were talking about what is a thing that you've always done or eaten or said that seems perfectly normal, and then you discover other people in other places just don't do it.
That. Yeah, I know.
I mean, people start off with the food thing.
Yeah. I mean, the Mary Cricket said they have corn on pizza, but they also have cauliflower on pizza, which sounds quite nice, actually.
Random, never had that, but I can see it working.
Yeah. And also, they like to have oatmeal for supper, which some people find weird. I like oatmeal for supper too.
Oatmeal, is that porridge?
Porridge, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, porridge for supper, that kind of works, maybe, yeah.
Cool, yeah. Spacey said Canadian bacon and pineapple pizza. Then there was a whole discussion about what is Canadian bacon, what is...
I remember when we went to the US, and I had a fry-up for breakfast once at some little cafe, and so I had egg and bacon, and then it came out, and it was like all sort of streaky bacon. I'm like, what?
Where's the rest of it?
And apparently I should have said Canadian bacon, which is what Americans call bacon.
Yeah.
And then bacon for Americans is like actually sort of streaky ham. Weird.
But what we like is the back bacon, which is like the meaty bit.
Wait, I looked into this the other day. Apparently you can't call that bacon in the US because it has to come from the loin or something.
Oh, okay.
But then
it's usually attached to the streaky bit, isn't it? I don't know.
But then, like American chocolate, you couldn't call chocolate here because it isn't actually chocolate.
Is it not?
It's like mostly oil or something,
or
it's not oil.
It's not milk chocolate, then I guess.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's all
Anyway,
complicated.
it's complicated.
Anyway, Tammy Judd said Italian salad dressing on spaghetti. A lot of people have said this, like putting ranch dressing and other things on spaghetti. And this week I heard about someone who puts Marmite in their spaghetti and some cheese, and that is it. That's a meal. I thought I'm going to try that.
Yeah,
one.
why not?
Yeah. Can I just use this?
Yeah.
Can I put that? No, don't twist around.
Ow, my back.
Can I put this in my spaghetti?
I suppose. Well, cool. I mean, I don't know. Do you want to break the seal? It's a special limited edition.
No.
So when I was at uni, we used to make spag bol with Marmite in.
Oh, cool.
A little spoonful of Marmite. Yeah.
It's nice with the meat. It kind of gives a kind of more brown colour to the gravy and things like that. Yeah, it's really good.
Sorry, going off on tangents here.
Yeah.
Peanut butter with mayonnaise sandwich. That just sounds crazy. Was that Tammy Judd as well?
Yeah. But I think
why not?
I like peanut butter with Marmite again. Marmite. And now they've actually started making Marmite peanut butter. Yeah.
Oh, is that the one with the dancing squirrel?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you just Marmite if you're watching and you want to sponsor Zeitgeist because
we talk about it all the time.
Yeah. Just saying. Moving off food, Michael RCA says, I actually like the smell of skunks. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't use skunk cologne or anything, but for me, I associate it with warm weather and being outside.
I've never smelled a skunk, so I don't know what they smell.
I've seen Pepe Le Pew on cartoons.
Apparently it's bad, but I don't know what it smells like. We don't have skunks here, do we?
I don't think so.
Certainly not in the wild.
No.
Maybe one at the zoo. But I don't know what they smell like at all. I'd like to try.
Yeah, why not? Iplin Rhett says, I put sour cream in my mashed potatoes. Never tried that, but it sounds awesome.
I know. I have sour cream on my baked potatoes because that's what I learnt when I lived in Charleston. In South Carolina.
Baked potato, is that American for jacket potato?
Jacket potato, yeah. So if you get a jacket potato in America, sour cream is what they put on it. I thought, this is weird, but it's actually really nice. So yeah, I do that all the time now.
9% Irish says, when I was in Iraq, we hired some local Iraqis to cook and serve food. We, being American, would give our sign of approval with a good old thumbs up. which always got a giggle and a return thumbs up gesture from our cooks, turns out doesn't mean that over there. It's actually a bit like another hand gesture. Let's not go into that. Yeah, I worry about that sometimes, because I sometimes do the okay gesture, which in Brazil, that's really rude.
Okay.
I only know that from some bank advert. Was it HSBC? And it was saying about differences around the world and how local knowledge is important for your bank and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. I've posted one on here as well. Our fridge door doesn't always close properly, so I've got in the habit of whenever I close the fridge door, I just give it like a little gentle tap with my foot. But I've now found I do that anytime I close a fridge. So if I'm at someone else's house, or well, anywhere with a fridge, and I'll close the fridge and then kick it, and people are like, "Why do you kick the fridge?"
Yeah, we've got used to doing that, haven't we?
One other one I've just thought of as well.
What's that?
I only realised about 5 years ago, 10 years ago maybe, that in the US they don't celebrate Bonfire Night.
Of course
like
not.
Guy Fawkes Night.
They didn't have a Guy Fawkes trying to blow up their parliament.
Yeah, exactly. And I only really realised this when I was speaking to an American and they was saying they thought it was weird we didn't celebrate 4th of July.
Well, yeah. It's not a good celebration for us.
Yeah. And I never generally hadn't thought about it.
Really?
So yeah, I just kind of assumed everyone had Guy Fawkes Night, but they don't. Anyway.
Well, this discussion's still up there if you want to have a go. And now we're going to see what we're going to be talking about next week. Who was your favourite teacher at school? Or who was someone who inspired you? Mine was my English teacher, who was incredibly cool, as he wore a leather jacket to class, but he also instilled a wonder and enthusiasm for literature.
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list. Cool. Don't forget, tomorrow night's quiz night. Ooh, Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Yeah, if you haven't seen this already, every Sunday night at 7 p.m. UK time, we run Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week, over on our Mixer channel at mixer.com/interference. It's basically like a TV quiz show, except instead of shouting the answers at the screen, you can play along against the rest of the audience. Cool. And I've chosen 5 different drawings from this week's interference games, and we've built rounds around them. Like that's the topics of the different rounds. Yep, each round's based on one of the drawings. So, if we had a drawing of a seagull, we might have a round on seabirds or formal hat wear, as he still has his hat on. Still got his hat on. And then, everyone tries to... We ask the questions, they're all multiple choice, and we give people points when they're right. So you even get bonus points if you're the fastest correct answer. Then we add it all up and see how everyone did. So you don't know what the topics are, but I could tell you who the artists are if you like. Okay, this time I've chosen 9% Irish, Evelyn Rhett, Mr. DJ, Sassenach, and Tammy Judd. So awesome pictures. Good. Yeah. So those are the artists, but if you want to see which pictures have been selected and what the rounds are, you'll have to join us. Yeah. Like we say though, we add up everyone's scores and then see who did the best each week. So who won last week then? Well, unusually last week, it was Ferret actually. It was really tight towards the end. Yeah. Because it was looking like it might be Goose again, it could be Rubberfish. I thought Z-Jack was going to do it. Z-Jack was doing really well, and then Ferret had a really good last round and ended up on top. So yeah, Ferret won overall on 239 points, and then Z-Jack in second place on 231, and Mr. Tapestry and Goose were tied for third place on 230. Just one behind, I know. So it's all very tight and exciting, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, come and join in. So yeah, if you fancy a go at this, we do it every Sunday night, 7 p.m. UK time, over on mixer.com/interference. It's all live and interactive, so you can join us for a bit of a pre-quiz chat a little bit earlier than that. We're normally there from about 7:15. Yeah, less than that. But we actually kick off the quiz just after 7 o'clock. Cool. Okay, now it's time to say goodbye, unless you've got anything to say. I think that's it, really. Okay. Yeah. That just goes to say. Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference if you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, running the quiz, all of the other bits and pieces that we do for you. We really appreciate your support, and in return you can get some perks like supporter status in Interference or your own custom entrance in the quiz.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Okay, well, that's it for this week, so we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.